Speaking of appeals court, one of those did overturn the massive $500 million fine that was inflicted on President Trump for, well, we don't really know what, inflating his net worth, which, Bryce, you work in the financial industry. Nobody's ever done that before. This is the only case we've ever seen of somebody trying to inflate the value of an asset in order to borrow against it. Again, nobody's ever done that except for the president. This finally got thrown out on appeals. I'm not going to say that anyone was surprised, Bryce, because we all kind of thought, okay, well, there's no victim. Nobody's actually claiming that anything was bad happened. Everybody turned out to be fine. Why is he paying this fine? Despite the fact that we're not really surprised, I guess, what does this say about the culture of litigation, especially against political rivals?
Yeah, I mean, we're sick here in the United States when it comes to just using lawfare. And that's purely what this was. I mean, the banks, the insurance companies, everybody who had an actual stake in this, they were okay with it. They had no problem. He paid back all those loans. They independently verified. I mean, this was, normal course of business. And who wouldn't want to have a higher appraisal for a particular piece of property? I mean, that in of itself is not a crime. It's not something that we worry about. There was no fraud. This was just an attack so that they could say that Donald Trump was a bad guy. I mean, everything that's come against him was purely for that purpose.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. As I sit here in my $35 million mansion that is definitely valued at that, trying to get a loan, I think it's pretty ridiculous. Katie, this is that same whole thing where, remember, they valued the property at Mar-a-Lago at like $18 million, which, by the way, if I could buy that, if I can get that under contract for $18 million, anybody in the world would finance me because that's a fifth of what the thing is worth. You think this is going to be, how do you think this is going to be played out in the lib media? Like, oh, Trump got away with it. Or do you think people are going to recognize, yeah, this was stupid to begin with?
Well, Tish James, I like the irony of this because this was really Tish wanting to get Donald Trump, get him no matter what. And now what's she suffering? She's suffering under her own mortgage fraud. So I love that juxtaposition, right? She's trying to get him on all these things that he's not guilty of, and yet she's sitting on something she's massively guilty of. I truly believe this. So I look at this in the way they're going to handle it. He's going to have, it'll probably go back up on appeal, and they're going to fight it some more. But I think the general gist of the media and even a lot of people in the Democrat Party is this is the Democrats swimming upstream, trying to fight battles that they're going to keep losing. And as Chris Cuomo said, I think 2 days ago, the Democrat Party's dead. And it's these types of weaponized political witch hunts against President Trump that people knew didn't have the teeth to begin with and saw through the fragile veneer that they were all creating, right? That it's if they keep doubling down on this stupidity and going after President Trump on this again and again, and he keeps winning, they are going to continue suffering of the death of the Democrat Party, which is where it's at right now. They have no policies and nothing to gain by going after him anymore. So they're going to have to come out and support him. Tish James is going to get, slapped on the wrist. Hopefully she gets disbarred for this type of behavior.
Yeah, the whole thing is ridiculous. It's almost like the party that claims, oh, we're for justice and all that sort of stuff. Also, show me the man, I'll show you the crime. Yeah, the hypocrisy is wild on the lib side of the aisle.